So I haven't talked about this in a very long time. This happened to me when I was at 10 or 11. My dad bought us a Scooby-Doo VHS tape of an episode can't fully recall. All I can remember is it was about a little girl's ghost haunting a whole town. Our parents didn't go out very much since my brother suffers from asthma, and they were very protective of him. But one night, they had this important party thing, and they decided to call a babysitter. I remember getting upset about telling them that I wasn't old enough to take care of my brother, but they didn't listen. He left this with his freckly 15-year-old neighbor, called the manager or something, but before leaving, Dad gave us the tape, which got us pretty excited, as it would be the first time Dad let us use the VHS tape player. After they left, we all noticed the tape was kind of weird. The art on the cover looked really handmade somewhere. Scooby looked really terrified, and the ghost girl was really creepy. I remember Amanda calling my dad a weirdo for buying such a thing for us, but I assume he just picked up the first tape he saw. I also remember Amanda didn't want to play the tape, but my brother and I insisted for almost an hour. We finally sat in the front of the TV to watch the thing. The episode itself was kind of boring. There were almost no jokes, and it wasn't that scary, but I do remember being surprised that the ghost from the cover didn't look like the one in the video. I don't really remember much of the plot of the episode. I guess it was pretty much the usual, and Amanda would repeat stupid show every 5 minutes. Close to the end, when they got the ghost and they were about to mask her, something weird happens. All the Scooby-Doo gang stopped talking and looked at the camera with a sad and serious look on their faces. They stared at us for a long time in silence. Even the background music stopped. The only person looking at us was the ghost girl. Well, not looking at us was the ghost girl, but it suddenly lifted her head and stared at the camera with her terrible eyes wide open. The final credits came abruptly after that. We all stared at the TV without saying a word until the tape stopped. We were shocked. My brother looked at us and said something like, "Shit, I can't believe Shaggy died. This is so We both looked at him, confused, and Amanda asked him what he was talking about. He insisted that it was stupid to kill a character, then bring him back to life in the next episode. She got really nervous and told him that Shaggy didn't get killed. The ghost girl disappeared right after they got her. The episode finished with the whole gang scared to death. Nothing made any sense. I couldn't understand a thing. When I told them that what I saw, Amanda freaked out. She said at least 10 minutes that it wasn't funny and left her house pissed off and assumed they were scared to her bones like we were. After discussing that for at least an hour, we decided to put the tape in and watch it again. We turned off the lights and push rewind. The thing is, we got to the part when they get the girl. The episode suddenly ends. Nothing happens. They get the girl. There's no unmasking, no killing, and no staring. It just ends there. We stopped the tape and ran to our room. My brother has had an asthma attack, and I stayed by his bed crying and praying he wouldn't die. Eventually, he fell asleep. The next morning, my brother started acting like nothing happened, something insisting for about 2 days. He told never told anyone about this. It feels good to share it. Right, that was the story, folks. So, what are my thoughts on it? Honestly, I think it was pretty good. I think it was a pretty good story. Apparently, that to be honest, the story was actually pretty well done. It was well made, short and sweet. However, what I don't like about it is what I don't like about the story is that at the end line, a skeleton popped out. I thought it was a pretty good story, really. So this was Negotia's Lost episode wiki, but I thought it was a pretty good story, pretty eerie, pretty mysterious.